going, everybody? Sarasota Tim, running southbound I-75, Sarasota, Florida. These are prison workers. They're a little late, or they got the work release program where they may be in management or whatever, but it's 9:07 and they're still out here on the super slab trying to get to their destinations. It's a little early for Memorial Day, Memorial Weekend, I should say, travelers. So these have got to be prison workers. We're at Fruitville Road, and then we have, what's after Fruitville? Bee Ridge, and then Clark Road, and that's where we'll be getting off, going to the Honda dealer. We got the scooter in the back. We're excited. We're going to have some fun. Going to make some videos. See if I can scoot on around over to Siesta Key Beach, and if it seems like it's going to be too much or worry about the battery on it, I'll wait until the car's done, just scoot around somewhere else around there, and we'll go over there to the south part of Siesta Key to the pass or the inlet and see what's going on down there. The long-awaited video that one of the subscribers wants to know about. So we'll definitely be around the Siesta Key beach area today and park it maybe, and then get out with the scooter again and run up and down the village and around the parking lot. It's currently 86 degrees, and I have to tell you folks, the forecast is going up, up, up each day towards Memorial Weekend, and that does not include the heat index. We will, someone wrote the last time it was 100 degrees was 2007. Well, that's the actual Fahrenheit, but the heat index, every year, you have 100-degree days, many, many, many of them, with the heat index and that humidity. It's miserable. But hey, what good does it do to complain, you know? I'll try. You know, it makes me feel a little better. But look at these prison workers. Man, I thought this was a retirement state. We got so many new residents that have come here that want to live here and buying up all the houses and stuff. Have you heard the latest about the condominium law? If it's more than 2 stories, so if you're 3 stories or higher and you want to buy a condo, you can absolutely steal it because they're not selling. There are so many new permit laws and inspections and all of these things that people have to do now with the condos because of the hurricanes and stress test or whatever it is, but nobody's buying them. Otherwise, the real estate has dipped. It is a buyer's market, but it is a long way from dipping to my likings because everything's still over 400 grand easily, and we're way, way, way up over pre-pandemic. And will they ever come down that low again? Hey, who knows? Anything's possible in this state with the insurance cost, the hurricanes and things like that, the weather, all these people that moved here that had no idea of the bugs and the humidity and the heat for about 6 months, not 3 months. Those are the dog days, but it is hot all the way till October. So September is the peak month of hurricane season. It doesn't end till the end of November. We start very soon now. But anyway, I wouldn't live anywhere else, so don't get me wrong. I have the American flag, Old Glory, flying on the driver rear door, rear window. I've got the other one in the crusher, the Super Crusher. We'll be sporting Old Glory for the Memorial holiday. Yes, that's it. Going to be a big one, a hot one. Not as hot as 4th of July, but this is the official kickoff to summer, you know. When I used to live in California, Memorial Weekend was the finale of going to the desert with your sand rail. It was already way too hot to be out there, but it was literally only the toughest of the toughest went that weekend, but that was it. You didn't go back until, fall. Thanksgiving would be the big reuniting. So here's Bee Ridge Road. We're going to pass that to the next exit. Looks like the prison worker traffic is getting thinner as we start to exit Sarasota down to this last exit here. But yeah, the desert, we call them desert rats out in California that would go with sand rails. They will now be parking their sand rail and uncovering their jet boats with their Berkeley jet propulsion surfboards with V8 motors on them and heading to the Colorado River and doing the river. Ooh, there's something big board in the road there. Yeah, they'll be doing that and staying cool on the Colorado River, which stays ice cold. But yet people do brave it, and because it constantly moves, what they do is they get on these big regular car or truck inner tubes and they float down the river. And I think someone will go down in a car and pick them up because it moves at a pretty good clip. Nice. You can get out there and float for a half hour, an hour, take you some cold ones, either waters or adult beverages, whatever is into your, it makes your fancy, and cruise down. People will leave them in the water and drag them, in a little rope. It keeps them ice cold. But yeah, those were the days when I lived out in California. I do miss it. I really do. The weather's amazing. Surfing, man. The people that still live out there that have never left, they just deal with the politics. They deal with the cost of living. They got some niche. They got something paid off. They're roommating with 5 other people. I don't know what they're doing. But it really is the best state in our country in looks, in weather, in terrain, in recreation, in just about every category except the nutbags that live out there and, of course, their politics. Earthquakes are not a big threat in SoCal. That would be something, San Francisco and Northern California. LA will feel it, but it really isn't anything too concerning. Definitely not in San Diego. I don't recall them ever having any big one or problem there with that. Floods either. So that's why when I say California is the best, I'm talking about SoCal. I'm talking about Newport Beach and below. I'm actually talking about Vista, Escondido, Carlsbad, North County area and below. Del Mar and La Jolla and all the way on down to Point Loma and Imperial Beach, all the way to the border there. So that would be awesome. It's just too bad that, it's not too bad, but it is kind of too bad. I had that in my life when I was younger, which was cool because that's when I was very into surfing and doing the desert thing, and it was I would rather have that time that I was out there at that age than now. But I'll take now because I still will crush it. I will still go surfing. I will still run a sand rail out there in the desert. I'll still RV and all that like I did. I'll still do it. And that's why I like the desert when I go out to, Bullhead City and Laughlin and the other desert areas that you go through. It's because it's just reminding me of California. We're going down Clark Road here towards the Gulf of America and Siesta Key Beach to the Honda dealer where I bought the old girl. So, yeah, man, just talking about it. That's why I moved back to San Diego at least 3, maybe 4 times from Florida when I was younger and married with my kids. I kept going back only to, find out that, nah, it's not any good, changed, whatever. And I came back to Florida. And this is really my home now. One guy had a saying that said, people move to California to find out where they want to live. Because, even now, that last trip I took when I was out in Utah, I didn't even recognize it. I did not. It looked like it quadrupled in population, and there wasn't any structures that I remember. They're all different and new, and just the jam-packed sardines that people are willing to deal with to just do everyday life. No, I'll pass. Sorry, California. But you still got that weather, and if you go over to the beach and the mountains and all that, you still got all that. You're still winning. But living, it's a great place to live, and then turn around and come back home here to Florida. And we're getting like it. Palm Beach County's like it. I would never live there again either. I have the same sentiment about Palm Beach County because I remember growing up there with, they didn't even have I-95 yet. It was really a sweet thing. Going to school in the 70s and living there, and the girls and the guys and the surfing and the freshwater boating and water skiing and fishing and on the piers and the inlets, everything that we did, it was so, oh man, those are my most fond memory. Well, they're about equal to the ones when I was young in San Diego too. What a life, what a life. So we're just going to keep crushing it. We're going to get down here to the dealer, get the scooter out, and not worry about the past. Live for the future. Be glad we're alive. Every day above ground is great. Be grateful for everything you have. There's a McDonald's right there. But I'll go on my scooter or something like that. I'm already hopped up from the coffee I made at home. And it was the best coffee I ever drank in my life. Crush it.